I own a castle, and we made the castle a hotel 17 years ago. My mother did it before me until, she passed away 10 years ago, and from there I took the path. We have a bed and breakfast with 40 rooms, and then also a restaurant. We also do events, weddings, and corporate events. And we also have a winery in the property. We make wine. I'm the person in charge also of making the wine. And we have a 7-hectare vineyard with this grape. We make the wine with our own grapes. In the castle, 30 the whole year. During the summer season, it increases at 36. As the castle is very old, in the castle we can't really put anything new. However, we try to diversify our offer. So this is why in 2012, when I started, I planted the vineyard, and last year I made the winery. Also, we have some projects to implement in the near future. For instance, washery for our clothes, because now we have a company that works with us, and also we have a project of preserves. So marmalades and vegetable preserves to have in the castle, not only to consume in our restaurant, but to buy. I have the company that I created for the winery, the company for the hotel, and then I created another company because I have a winery in Ribera del Duero. The castle has its budget. I don't want to touch really this. So for the winery, I asked a business angel, which is my husband, and he invested in my project, and the bank, of course. Not that many. I mean, yeah, but in the construction, in the building of the winery, you always have to surpass some difficulties, but that's the beginning of a company. No problem. Now we are going to start the commercialization, and that's another challenge. You will see. Even though we don't have many workers, still 30 people with 30 problems, their problems, personal problems. No, at the end, their problems are your problems, and it's quite of a big family, no, with its good days and bad days. And this is a difficult part of the job, because I need that my employees feel the project as their project. Also because this is reflected in the way they act with the guests. I mean, we are persons, so you can feel something is not going on. If you want this to be okay, you have to be very careful each day. Maybe you connect with some people more than with others, so sometimes you explain yourself better with some people better than with others. But generally speaking, I think it's a good relationship, because as I told you, I think this is very important for the company, because I depend on my team, and they also depend on the company, but the company depends on them. So they have to have a good relationship. Yeah, that's another problem we have, because, for instance, we work a lot in summer, from May to October, but then from November till April, this is our low season. And this is hard, no? 30 people during winter sometimes is too many people, and you can't say, okay, go home and you come next month, no? This is one of the reasons why we are going to do the washery here. So to wash all the sheets and the towels and everything here. So the people that I have in the winter can do this kind of job, so we reduce our costs. And also we are trying to diversify our demand. We are talking to travel advisors from the US and from other countries that normally come during the weekdays and also off season. So this is one of our clients that we want to increase, so we can balance our demand in the whole year. I think the worst has passed. We're waiting for the government side, if it comes. If not, well, we've done our plans. So taking into account that what we have received a help from the government, only with this we can go on. No, if they help us more, well, it's going to be easier. If not, it's going to take us a little bit longer. We did a big investment just before the crisis to eliminate all our fossil fuels. So now all our energy is from renewable energy, not only sun, but also the earth, because the heating and the air conditioning, the energy comes from the earth. This is going to suppose reducing the costs. However, now, as we are closed, it's difficult. No, it's also one of our challenges. The team was not my team, it was my mother's team. And this supposed some challenges and difficulties, yes. With most of the people, it worked okay, because maybe it's always my fault, really, because I'm the one in charge, and it's my responsibility to do the things right and to explain the project to the people that are surrounding me. I couldn't explain my project enough, and this is why I had difficulties with some of the employees. After that, the team changed. Some people left the company, and some people came new to the company, and some people that were in the company were promoted. And once that you have your team, is easier. But yeah, this is every change in the management is always a challenge. I hate it. I hate this. But you have to be the person that makes decisions at the end. So you have to tell the people what they have to do, not because you want to do this as a fact, but because you want to achieve an objective. I studied law. Yeah, I'm a lawyer. Believe it or not, it's good because it gives you general information of life, actually. And then I studied economics, and then I studied enology, and that's it. And now, well, as I told you, I'm very nervous inside, so I'm always studying. Now I'm studying food, no, chemistry of food, to do my new project. So in my free time, yeah, I do lessons online lessons, and read a lot about this. So in the medium term, I can make this project a reality. I work every day. I don't have free days. I don't have vacations. And every day, yeah, I work minimum 8 hours to 10, 12. It depends. It depends. But this is my fault, really, because I'm very nervous inside. So I need to do all the time a lot of things. Let's face it, women do everything at home also. Or most of the things. It's changing a little bit, but still I have a very open-minded husband, and still I am the person in charge of making cooking, getting everything done, no, at home, and also with the kids. And yeah, it's very hard to conciliate. Sometimes I feel bad not to be with my kids as much as I wish. But it's like this. It's like this. So I try to run a little bit more to be everywhere I can. With my suppliers, yes, sometimes. Also in the agriculture part more, because they are used to work with men. And sometimes if I am with a friend or with my partner in other company, they normally talk to him because he is a man. Sometimes it's very funny because they ask him and then he asks me in the same conversation. So the person who asked him at the beginning goes like, oh, okay, I have to talk with her. Because at the end, I am the one that makes the decisions. I really like doing partnerships with other women. So I spoke with a friend. She owns a laboratory, and she's going to make these amenities and skincares for me with my oils. And I also talked with another girl that she makes the candles. And this is, I think it's going to be a reality maybe this year or next year as maximum. They understand me more, what I need. Also because they know what means to be a woman, and also in the company life. No, as I told you, sometimes if I'm with a man, they talk to them. They always talk to the man before at the beginning. Most of the times I feel alone, but I have their help actually when I need it. But sometimes it's hard to explain everything. Now, I have a problem, but so for you to understand this problem, I have to tell you this. And sometimes it takes so long that I decide to take it by myself. But yeah, normally at home, I find a lot of support. I explain most of the things with them. And also with my employees, I ask them a lot their opinion about everything. They know I'm a little bit crazy, and they sometimes they support me, and sometimes they say, "Stop, we can't, we can't do this yet." If you have an idea, you have to make it done. Before working here in the castle, I created a company. It was a restaurant in Madrid with a friend. And when we were making the restaurant, renewing the local, the place, people that even didn't even knew us, they told us, "This you're going to break everything. This is not a good idea. Why? You don't know me. Why you're telling me this?" It was a success. We employed 10 people there. I think a lot about this. Why people surrounding you always tells you can't. No, you can do it, and it's always possible. If you have an idea, you have to work in this idea. Of course, you can't dive to the swimming pool without revising that there is water in it. Okay, but if it's water, why not jump? Yes, I created other companies from zero, and it's possible to do it. When I didn't know anything about vineyard, when I didn't know anything about enology or making wine, but I studied and I did it. I went to the bank, I convinced them, they gave me the money, and I planted the vineyard with the bank money. I didn't have any money.